Hey Kent, how's it going?
Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Awesome.
Just finishing up there.
Yeah, I was wanting to just call, yeah, I definitely would like to get that.
What's up everyone, welcome back to the Sunday League's Investors channel. Today, we're outside, we're going to a card show. These Tampa shows are a little bit smaller on the regular, but we're here just kind of get some deals going on. We're not gonna be buying anything crazy. At least I don't think we are. I got a deal going on with Kent. You guys seen Kent a lot. He has a lot of vintage things. And yeah, really excited about it. Also, let's show you guys what we have for trade, because I'm gonna try to trade with him. He's a big vintage guy. So we're gonna see if he's interested in some of the things we have. So come check it out. I think I'm gonna be trying to get him to do some good interest. Marcus Stellas, these are 1962. Bought these at 40 bucks. We'll see if he's interested in it or not. And then also I brought a 1970 Pele as well. I know he's a huge Pele collector. The idea is not to spend too much money, but let's get inside. Let's get it, and let's do it. Wait, hold up. Make sure you rate and subscribe. Some of y'all, it's 50-50%. What is this all about? Do it for team. I'm here.
I remember you. I got good news and bad news. Which one do you want?
What you mean? I brought you Brazilian stuff too. Man, he sold the Cruyff card. Yeah.
I bought that last show. I'm so happy I found it.
With a flex, yeah. No, that's a great buy, dude.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
yeah.
bro.
I mean, I'm never gonna see another one.
No, dude, Cruyff is so underrated.
The bottom is beautiful. The bottom is, but nobody cares
I care about that.
That's what you're buying.
So it's really important to look at the surfaces.
I'll show you something really unique about this too. And it really doesn't add any value onto it, but it's
Wow.
just...
It's beautiful. Yeah.
I know you know a lot of these cards, so I just want to...
I'm scared to put it back in. So you're looking for 400?
I want three.
Three?
Yeah.
Okay, how about, okay, 300. How about, how many BGS 9s do you have of these?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah,
What's the rest?
I had two 9.5s. I sold them in Dallas.
Yeah, I remember them. So 300 on this. And you want 100 for this, right? 400. And you want 250 for that?
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to do?
That's two of these for Cruyff. And I can pay you cash for these.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, cool.
See how hard that was? You know how good he was?
I know.
People don't talk about
I know. If you know, pick the one you want though. So a follower of ours messaged me. He found a guy in Italy to send. He bought 8 of these.
You scare me a little bit. See, but this is what scares me. I'm just being honest with you. It's a lighter color than this is. And it may be just a photograph. I'm telling you, these can be reprinted so easily.
Really? I mean,
And the original backs, I think, were lighter than this. I've got some of them at home.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do. And these scare me. They really do.
Okay.
And they're too nice. They're hard to find, really nice.
Okay. I'm just trying to look at that.
I can see where they're cut differently and stuff, which is common. You know, that's you can expect that.
Yeah. Okay.
Just this European stuff and the South American stuff is blank back. It can be counterfeited very easily because you only have to worry about one side.
Okay. Yeah, take them and let me know.
Okay. I only need one. They're all identical.
Let me know. I'll compensate you, so it's not a big deal. All right.
We'll figure it out.
All right. Thanks, Kent.
I just heard today that the Superfractor Milan is being auctioned. Is going to go to auction. The non-auto, and that could fetch
200, 300 at least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to bring this up. Anything in this, they're saying this could be a $10,000 card.
I think so. Dude, people don't realize the short print on these are so fucking short.
Yeah. There's
Dude.
only 400 something of them in
Yeah.
population.
And like I think the highest parallel is like only like 99 or 79 or something like that. It's stupid.
Super low.
Super low.
Ken Goldin went on his Instagram Live, and he said that he thinks that in the next 3 to 4 years, the next couple of years or so, he foresees soccer collecting overtaking football collecting.
I can see that. I can see that. I know it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but I can see that.
I completely can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is crazy, but I can see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, Europe hasn't been able to get anything. Are you trading on these? Or are you keeping on to them? Oh my God, this guy. Have you been like featured on our Flex Fridays?
No.
No? Hey, we might have to take a photo and just flex it, bro. Like seriously.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How's it going, man?
Nice to meet
Chris?
you, dude. Definitely.
Sunday League investors?
Definitely. So I was telling I might be interested in opening my immaculate box while I'm here.
Hey, I'm just saying. The last time someone opened a box, they got a kaboom. So. Wow. Hey, well, congratulations, y'all.
Thank you, man.
Take care.
Appreciate you.
So just got back from the show, wanted to do a quick recap on the deals I made with Kent, and you guys can let me know in the comments down below, did I make good deals or not? Did I make a good trade? But let me explain for real quick on all the processes that was going in my head. First off, let's talk about that trade, right? This SGC 8 1971 or 74, 1971 George Best. I wanted to trade for a higher grade George Best because I don't really have a high grade George Best in my collection. I'm not so sure what I'm gonna do with it now. I believe a BGS 9 just recently sold for, I think, $100. So I think I gave up a little too much. As you can tell in the video, I gave up a 1970 FKS Pele BVG 2, and then I also gave one of these Garinchas. So originally Ken thought this was fake, but we actually had another collector that really knew his stuff come and take a look, and he actually was more well versed in these Marcus Stellas, and he was telling us it is indeed real, so the deal is done. Honestly, I would have believed whatever Kent told me because he is well versed in this area, and that's okay, right? I think some of y'all are probably like, Brian, you should know everything. Well, I don't. Okay, I think it's good to have people around you that know what you're doing. And if this was a loss, I would just compensate him anyways. If you look at what we got here, this Mia Hamm BGS 9 for $100. We just recently sold this one for $200, and this is stronger subgrades. Centering is 9, corners are 9, edges are 9.5, surfaces are 9.5. Very strong subgrades for Mia Hamm. The main Mac Daddy of the deal was definitely this uncut sheet of this Mia Hamm. Some of you are gonna be like, Brian, you could have bought that card for like $300, $400, or $200 on eBay. Why would you buy $300 from Kent? Well, because I could see it in person. This is more important. Like, this is a lot of money at stake, because if you don't know the condition, this could literally get a PSA 5 if you have no idea what you're doing. So I bought Mia Hamm's raw before, and they're very, very sensitive in condition. Hopefully, I think I could get a PSA 7 or higher. Hopefully, I could get a PSA 9, maybe even 10. I know 10 is almost unattainable. I think there's only one PSA 10 in the registry, and if I could get that, that really makes the deal worthwhile. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this Mia Hamm, not actually cut it, we're gonna fold it and see if I could do this correctly, and hopefully send it on Express, and we get this within probably a month or two, and we're all happy, right? So let's get it. Okay, so took this out of the big folder divider. I don't even know what this big ass top loader. So the key thing about the key thing I was talking to a lot of collectors about, you're not really supposed to rip it, you're supposed to fold it. So I'm gonna do a practice run basically up on here, and hopefully I don't screw this up. So what happens if you rip it though? That's the real question. First one down, really nerve-wracking. The corners looks okay. I think the edges might really get me docked off. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is actually really stressful. So the key thing, like I said, never pull, never pull. So we're gonna go back and forth until I put some pressure on it, and then we'll see how that goes. Okay, I think I did okay. I'm looking at my PSA 8. I think there's a little bit too much white fuzziness. See, the edges right here are a little white. I think my corners look decent. I'm not too mad about my corners. I don't know how they feel about all this white stuff. My surface is pretty good. I just gotta wipe it down. You know, I think it's really important to always wipe down your surfaces just in case. But we're gonna send this on Express to PSA, see what happens. Like, if I get a 7 or higher, I'll be really happy. The more I'm looking at this, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a 9. Like, I think if an 8 will be very, very good. I'll be very, very satisfied with an 8. So thank you, Kent. And let's move on to a market update because a lot of things went down on Saturday night. So let's get it. So I'm gonna do a quick market update to wrap up this video. I was originally gonna do a PWCC market update, but it's been a week and I'm not gonna give y'all old information. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna give y'all the best stuff, the current information, current events to talk about. And there's a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. Let's talk about the first thing of them all is this red refractor L10 Erling Haaland selling for $250,000. At least that's what's estimated. So there's a big collector, Shine 150 2019 Topps Chrome Erling Haaland. Just recently secured my first soccer card from Exquisite Sports Collectibles. Really big collector, by the way. He told me yesterday that I paid the highest price for a modern soccer card by double the orange that just sold on public auction. I mean, that's insane. That's really insane. I mean, that means we're assuming that's at least $250,000. What he's referring to is the Goldin auction when Erling Haaland sold for $125,000, I believe. It was actually an orange refractor, and also it was autographed too. So a lot of people are like, oh man, he paid too much, or maybe they're kind of just cynical about it. I actually see the logic behind it, because if you're thinking about a one-of-one super refractor Erling Haaland, I believe there's even a bounty as well by big people to buy that card for $1 million. $250,000 for out of 10. That kind of makes sense to me, actually. So really good stuff, honestly. I mean, it helps us, you know. One thing I did notice in the comments, a lot of y'all were talking about it. A lot of y'all are following our page. The big three hockey put it best. Wild, Ronaldo, and Messi rookies got to be undervalued at the moment. Love Haaland, obviously. I completely agree, and I would actually put Mbappe in there as well. I mean, I would love to see a really rare Mbappe hit the market, see where that lands, because I'm telling y'all, I love Haaland, I love Mbappe, but I just think right now Mbappe is really the one that I'm a little bit more interested in. I think Haaland's just so hot, you know. So really cool sale. And then let's talk about what's really we're supposed to be talking about is the Goldin auction. That's been the talk of the town recently, well, especially from last night. So just looking at this sale right here, or at least this is a current auction right now. It is a Panini football sticker, 2002 PSA 10. It's around $60,000. I completely and firmly believe this should be $100,000 at least, so we'll see in the next few days. So let's talk about the big sale of the mall that everybody had their eyes on. It was the PSA 10 2002 Mega Cracks Cristiano Ronaldo, selling for $236,000. It includes the estimated 23% buyer's premium. So just kind of give you an insight of why we put this buyer's premium, which is 23%. That's basically how Goldin auction does it. They have this buyer's premium. Some would say it kind of inflates the sale price, which is whatever, you know what I mean? But really it's 23% when someone uses a credit card. I highly doubt anybody's using a credit card. I don't know. I don't have that type of money, so I wouldn't be able to speak. But I think someone would, I'm logically speaking, would be using cash. So it's more like a 20% buyer's premium. So just keep that in mind. So, you know, $236,000, a lot of people are wondering, you know, is that a good sale? You know, is that like, you know, some I could tell were disappointed. Some really were thinking maybe it was should be $250,000 or $300,000. I just want to give you guys some perspective about this card. All right, so we had this graphic a while back, I think 9 weeks ago, so that's probably around February, and I just kind of went through the sales. 2014, $1,300 PSA 10. Then you look at 2015, 2016, just stayed around $2,000, kind of peaked a little bit. 2017, $4,000, and then November 23rd, 2020, selling for $47,000. That's a massive jump, all right? But I still felt like at the time it was still super undervalued. Then January 31st, obviously that mega sale of $200,000 that pretty much set the market on fire again. And the fact that it's sold for $236,000 after a few months, and with competition too, right? You look at the BGS 9.5, really strong subgrades, and a BGS 9 in the same auction. I mean, that's still really good. That means the price is sustainable, right? That means the market is still growing, which is what we really want. Like, don't get me wrong, the higher the better, but it's not all gloomy and doomy for this PSA 10. But I will say this BGS 9.5, I mean, look at these subgrades. Centering is 9.5, edge is 9.5, surface is a 10, and the corners are 9.5, $161,000. I mean, whoever bought that card, kudos to you, very good subgrades. That makes me think and wonder, do you think if this PWCC Lionel Messi,
You know, this is not PWCC. This is from Goldin Auctions last month. It sold for $97,000 with the same subgrades. There's a time, for the longest time, Messi held a higher premium than Cristiano Ronaldo. It's starting to not look like the case. I understand there's not enough hitting the market. That's why it's kind of hard to compare. But this is exact same subgrades. And the market was still really hot literally a month ago. So I don't know. And then again, you have to remember Goldin Auctions has their kind of niche customers as well. It's not like it's open to everyone. I mean, it is open to everyone, but there's a certain niche customers that are buying from Goldin Auctions with this type of value, right? So that could skew it a little bit, but I mean, I don't know. I'm starting to think this $97,000 Lionel Messi, that's a coup. that's a coup. But let's talk about the big thing. Let's talk about Diego Maradona. That is basically what everybody has been talking about. This has been a huge shock to everyone. No one was thinking this card would even touch $500,000, but it's hit $556,000 after a 23% buyer's premium, a PSA 10, 1979 Panini Calciatore. Very iconic sticker and really exciting stuff. One thing I definitely want to point out is some people are asking, what about their Maradona sticker? Like, what about our Maradona sticker? Does this mean that, hey, this sticker that we have is going to be like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 overnight? I don't think so, and I'll tell you all why. All right, first off, there's a lot of fakes out there, so that kind of really it helps to pop one more so than our stickers, right? Because a pop one essentially means it's a one of one. And based off all these condition sensitive stickers, these stickers are not easy at all to grade. I mean, just anything, any little ding like PSA finds out, it's over. It's game over. You're not gonna get it. So pop one. So it's really kind of like owns its own market essentially. So because it's a one of one essentially, it doesn't really. I don't know if it really affects the lower grade Maradonas. I mean, it does to a certain extent, but you know. I highly doubt I'll be able to get $20,000. I mean, hey, if someone wants to buy it for $20,000, I will give you a deal. I'll give it $15,000. But one thing I want to point out though, a lot of people in the comments were and the DMs kind of just pointed something out that I thought was really interesting. And I'm not trying to insinuate anything. I'm just commentating and I'm very curious about everything. So why not? So my boy Vincent Cards, he put up a comment here, not even a rookie, which is true. It is a third-year rookie or third-year card, I would say. And he also said was once sold by a well-known trimmer. And that piqued my interest. I'm like, man, controversy. I love it. There's no controversy. You can't say soccer cards without controversy. So let's get into why he said that. So I went to a PSA certification. You just type in the number 4454, whatever, and it'll tell you a couple things. It'll tell you, first off, this label, this slab is actually a lot newer. So it's not like it was graded a long time ago. It was recently graded. And then you go down a little bit. You see that Small Traditions is actually the owner of the original PSA 10. And if you guys don't know about Small Traditions, I'm not saying they're bad, they're just notorious or infamous, I would say, because when I first got into soccer cards or cards in general, I heard their names and they're not really spoken fondly about, really. And there's a huge blowout thread. They're known to be like, there's cases or investigations with the feds, all right, with the feds. We're not talking about like local police. We're talking about the feds right now, that, you know, they've trimmed cards in the past. And if you guys don't know what's the big deal about trimming, it really ruins the integrity of the game. You should not be trimming cards or stickers just because you're literally altering the sticker, the original sticker, right? That's not how you play the game. But let's get into this portion a little bit. So there's a blowout thread about him, or not him. I don't know if it was a company or him, to be honest. I didn't really look too much into it. But yeah, it's a huge, I mean, this thread is long. So if y'all have some time, you guys want to read about it, check that out. So that kind of puts a little stain on the sale a little bit, because it is a PSA 10. I believe they actually own a PSA 10 Ronaldinho as well, which I find super ironic, as you know, it's just ironic, right? Like, these stickers are so hard to grade. How are these guys? I mean, it kind of sounds like I'm a little jealous, you know, but then again, if they did something wrong to it, then that shouldn't be graded. But with PSA, there's no way they would say that's trim. There's just no way they'll ever say that. But anyways, still a really good sale. Still really good news. I mean, I cannot wait to see a PSA 9 Alifa. I know a PSA 8 sold for $340,000 last week. I'm just excited to see where all these things go. I hope a PSA 10 Mega Cracks Messi could hit the market one day, but I don't know if it will. You know, there's a lot of private deals that we don't know about, so we don't know exactly the prices of those cards. But last thing I want to talk about is SGC blowing it up again. You know, thank you guys for making me look like a clown, because I said this is your time to step it up when PSA halted their submission services. And what did they do the next day? They literally tripled their prices to $75 a card, which I completely understand. That's just basic supply and demand. So hey, listen, if there's just too much demand, you up the price, right? Just so you could output, you know, the regular service without getting backlogged in again. But it's not bad, it's not a good look, I mean. And you know, especially when you're talking all that smack with, like, you know, that smoke, you're like trolling PSA and everything like that, and then you go on and triple your prices. You know, PSA is still the brand. I mean, for me, I would still wait for PSA, but I'm not gonna talk too much about it. But I just wanted to put that little in there because I know a lot of y'all were asking about how I feel. I just think SGC really just blew it up. You know, they literally was like in front of the net, and they pulled a Raheem Sterling against Leon last Champions League. So with that being said, guys, you know, if you guys enjoyed this market talk, let me know. I know there's a lot of things that are going on. Let me know though. Do you feel like that BGS 9.5 Messi was a steal? Do you feel like that BGS 9.5 Ronaldo was a steal? That PSA 10? How do you feel about that Diego Maradona that was known, you know, it used to be owned by an infamous seller? So let me know. And you got this far, by the way, guys, so make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. So that would mean the world to us. And anyways, I love you guys. Talk to you guys soon.